found and whisked away and then saved by your compatriots, you are at the end of that day having a moment for a long rest. Anything that you would like to do as kind of a retcon at the end of your day?
I don't think so. They said something about I ran a religion check for that spider lady or something.
Oh, yep. There was definitely some of that.
So I just know she's a spider god, I guess.
Yep. God of the Drow.
Drow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't remember how good the religion check was, but yeah, you have like base information about this lady.
All right.
Why is the chat log looking all funky?
And just to add more, I know she was whispering to us that we were her champions. They're trying to get us to be her champions. That's when we're like, both Kevs and Ash is like, we need to leave.
I can't imagine Kevis and Ash saying that with this group. It's weird. We're you know, I don't know. Weird RP move.
So that was a no on your...
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything particular that I can think of at the moment.
Okay, sounds good. Man, I wish I had a very specific sound for right now, but I don't think I do. Okay. As you guys are...
Oh,
resting,
actually, sorry. I do want to. The last thing I remember was my gun misfiring. I don't know if that ever got tinker checked.
I don't believe it did, so go ahead and give that a check.
That is Tinker Tools. 17.
Cool. I'm pretty sure that's good because I think it's like 10 plus your misfire score.
Yeah, I think
on the
I think
weapon is what you're supposed to get to.
Yeah, I can double check. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and your misfire score is not a 7, so you're good.
right.
Okay, cool. So as you guys rest down, start your camp. This is not a particularly restful evening. This one is more about do what you can, but there's that kind of like high-strung tension in between your shoulder blades running just across the surface of the spine that makes you feel on edge. And there's probably no way about getting around that. And you have been here before in different situations. So you're able to sleep, you're able to recover your bodily energy. Your mental energy, not quite as well rested. I think we already did watches as well.
Yeah, we already did watches.
Mm-hmm. Near the end of the night, maybe about like 4 or kind of 5 a.m. time, like that last solid time of night before sunrise begins to show itself. I need whoever is conscious at this time, which would be Ash, Kevis, and whoever's on last watch. Okay, just Ash and Kevis. You guys are down below this thing. You're still hearing the waterfall next to you. It kind of is this rhythmic churn. Give me perception checks, please.
Not go through.
I didn't see one from you.
Went through 24. What is going?
24. Okay. 1 second. You begin to hear something that stands out and kind of clashes with the kind of creepy wind soaring through the tunnels and whatnot, or soaring through the caves, soaring through the trees and the ruins around here. There's something that shows up beautifully, which is a little bit strange, not what you were expecting at all. Seems to be coming from on top of the little lake where the waterfall is pouring off of. Sounds like a series of tiny bells, as if they were like caught up in the wind and being like swished around, just gently running into each other, causing tiny clinks and bangs. But it's purposeful somehow. There's a pattern to it. There's some piece of it that is artistic.
I was gonna look at Ash. You hear that?
Yeah, you both got it. DC was not high.
Yeah, I hear it.
Kind of seems weird in a place like this.
I mean, considering that Spider Queen and everything, I don't know. Kind of a religious thing, maybe.
I mean, fair. Something about this though seems more positive. She not so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's perspective, I guess, but yeah, I suppose you're right.
I mean, I'm not a religious guy. I don't take you to be as much, so this is all new to me.
I mean, you want to go check it out? I mean, I don't know. It's been a weird day, man.
Yeah. Kevin's is gonna start to pull his swords out just to have them out so he doesn't have to pull out if anything happens. Wanna take point?
Yeah, sure. All right. Go check it out.
This will fall right behind him.
I'll ready my pistol that I just fixed.
Okay. Sorry, having a little bit of a trouble with something. Okay. Are you guys approaching stealthily?
I mean,
Kevis would try. I mean,
I'll try.
All right, Kevis. And also, this is the end of the fourth long rest. You are no longer
Dead.
affected by the fatigue of literally dying
Yay.
and being brought back to life. Okay, so Kevis, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I'll try, but
Okay, Ash, yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check at disadvantage, as always. Wow, you guys rolled about the same. Literally, your dice numbers are about the same, but in very opposite directions. Okay, Ash, as per usual, sounded like a mech going up the stairs.
Robocoping up here.
Seriously. That's a great visual. I remember the first movie. Kevis making no sound at all. And as you both
Sorry,
get on
man.
the steps and begin to rise up, the first thing that meets your eye is kind of like a series of twirling limbs. You see toes, fingers, hair kind of moving around. And as you get closer, further and further up the steps, you see it is a person. And they are dancing. Jen,
I've just got my pistol trained on this thing.
Swords out.
Oh, fuck, we got a new character. I didn't even think about that. For some reason, I thought you guys met last week.
This is Jen's first week.
Oh, well.
So Jen,
Let's start with some PvP. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so my character is a bard, but instead of singing and using instruments, she is a dancer. She has been traveling through these tunnels.
Hold on. Hold on, let me pause you there. Just what do they visibly see? They
Okay.
won't know any of your backstory or
Okay, so-
anything yet. Yeah.
She is a pool of water, and I think the waterfall's behind her. Is that right? I can't see anything on my screen, so I don't know. It just says game paused.
You're muted.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Good.
You should be good now.
Yeah.
We're having a little bit of trouble with the token at the moment, folks.
So she is dancing. She's wearing a costume that's more of a ballet type of costume. It's white and it's embroidered with silvering thread that's shining. She's got a tinkling sounds coming from her with these movements, and so I'm definitely visualizing more like ballet style type dancing. And that tinkling is the only sound that you can hear. And the moon is still shining. It's the last light of the evening before the sun is rising. And she's got long silver hair that's kind of braided behind her back. And just making really smooth, very elegant, long strides along the water as she's dancing. So that moon reflection is off of her costume, off the water, and it's making kind of that mirrored image of her dancing in that water there.
And one other thing, she is dancing on top of the water. She's not sinking into it.
Yes.
With the moonlight is kind of reflecting off of the ripples and kind of lighting her from underneath as well.
I'm sorry, out of game. Jen, this is your first character?
Yes.
Hell of a job on your first description.
Thank you.
Yeah, good shit.
Good shit.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely great.
Also,
Yep.
so hyped to have a bard.
I
we
as
were
soon
thinking
as
that the
said
other
bard,
day.
I was like, oh,
bro,
yes.
I wish we had a bard. So perfect.
Yep. Yeah. So Jen, this is her first time playing D&D, literally her first session. But she is a well-tenured nerd. So I'm not surprised to see a really good description coming in. But thank you for that. And sweet. So let's resume. Kevis and Ash, you see this pirouetting and dancing elegant figure on the water in the middle of a place that you hate. And suddenly there's this beautiful visage in front of you.
Kevin just puts his hand on top of Ash and stops him. Hold on. You're seeing this, right?
Yeah. I'll
In
lower my
all
gun.
seriousness, Kevis looks at him. I know I've asked you this before, but am I dead?
Nah, not yet.
Why? You know, I'm just gonna say we're in the Fae. That's the reason.
Seen weirder things. Would I know what this is? What this type of creature is? Like a
First of all, roll
history check or something?
roll perception check,
Okay.
just to see if there's any specific details.
I say, could I help?
18.
I think Kevis would
Yeah.
look too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see, you can just roll with advantage, Jax.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah, same. All right.
Well,
So you see this creature. About how tall is your character, Jen?
She is about 5 feet. She's a little on the shorter side.
Okay. 5 feet, very long and lean. Definitely like a ballerina's type body. And the two of you see pointed ears and eyes that have, in the moments where she opens them and kind of twirls around, what do the eyes look like?
So they are large and they are silvery and they reflect a lot of the moonlight as well.
Yeah. With so with your 18s, you see all those good details. So Ash, go ahead and give me that perception or that history check you were talking about then.
22.
22. Obviously, this is an elf of some sort, but it's a little bit odd, and you may have only heard of this type of creature before. I wasn't going to give this to you, but that was a really good roll. Maybe an elf from the Astral Sea, of all things.
I feel like I read about this in a book a long time ago. I ain't never seen one though.
It just stares at Ash.
Definitely not 100%, but I think that might be an astral elf. I don't know, introduce yourself, man. At your back, and I'll pat him on the back, kind of push him forward.
Morgan, would Kevis know what an astral elf is?
Roll your own history check.
Better than I thought it was going to be.
No,
Okay.
but you know there are elves. Elves adapt to every environment they've ever been put in. This is not terribly surprising to you that there's a type that you haven't heard of before.
Astral elf. Just kind of stare at Ash for a second. That's a new one.
Do I know their general demeanor? They're not like known as a dangerous elf or whatever. Like, kind of drows have like a bad rep, you know?
Yeah, definitely not the same rep as a drow.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna clap him on the back and push him forward and tell him to introduce himself.
Or also, I think the game's paused.
Yeah, it is.
That it is. And just so, Jen, do you like this image here, or do you like your Hero Forge better for like her overall look?
I think I like her image. I like the forge, but they didn't have a ballet dress, which makes me very sad. So.
Yeah.
This isn't like a good representation of her. Devil's in the details.
Yes, indeed. So, okay, Kevis, this person seems to be completely unaware of you. Just enthralled in her own performance.
I think Kevis would sit there and just kind of wait for a little bit, see what happens, and then eventually get the attention. Weapons are still out.
Okay. And to the dancing girl, you're sitting there just kind of spinning around, partaking in this beautiful location of a stage. And suddenly you hear something from your side. Somebody clears their throat, and if you see them, you've got a guy with like a pistol, like some sort of like weapon like honed at you, and another guy with like two swords. And they look ready to do battle, but also very confused on their faces. What do you do?
She continues to do her fluid movements. It only is maybe a moment or two, and eventually she stops. It has like a conclusion, a very graceful conclusion. She's aware that they're there, but for some reason she's not particularly startled, just because it's more important for her to finish this dance than she thinks that she's being threatened. And so she comes to the conclusion, and then she makes this very graceful stop, and just stands in the middle of the pool facing them. And maybe she's got her weight on her back foot so that she's ready to take a leap, or take to make a movement out of the way in case they do prove to, if she's wrong and they prove to be hostile. But she's very aware, and she's quite used to having people watching her dance. So she's not entirely thrown off that there's somebody there watching her now. And then she smiles and she says, I didn't realize anybody was camping here. I'm so sorry. Did I wake you?
Said Ash. Back at her. We were awake. The rest of our group is still asleep. What are you doing here?
Well, she takes a step forward, maybe, gives them a very broad smile. It looks like she's genuine. The smile also meets her eyes, so she's very genuinely happy to see somebody. And they didn't immediately attack, so she's not too much on guard. And she says, the evening looks so beautiful and the moon has risen, so I needed to make my prayers to my goddess. And what a perfect place. And she's got a very soft, gentle, tinkling voice, almost like a Marilyn Monroe type of voice. There's something kind of innocent about it. And she looks around her and she says, wouldn't you agree? What a better place than this to commune with my goddess?
Evis will slowly start to put the swords away and slowly reach over to Ash's weapon and just kind of put a hand on it to like have him put it down.
Yeah, I'll holster it.
Just kind of look at her. Two things. Do you know where you are exactly?
No, not quite sure where I am. She kind of puts her hand up to her face and like rubs at her chin. It's a bit of a long story. Not quite sure how I got here. But I do know that it's for a reason. And I was following somebody after I arrived here, not really sure how I got here. I was in this cave for a long time, heard some scurrying around, and I eventually made it out to this pool.
You
And just
mentioned
decided to have a dance.
Yes.
you mentioned a goddess. Who were you talking about?
I can't pronounce her name, Morgan.
Amazing.
This is all of
Right.
us.
That's relatable as fuck.
Yeah.
No.
That's it
Let's see,
immediately.
I think we landed on Tehanin. Tehanin was
Sahanin, yes,
yeah
she's
was the
the moon goddess.
So if when Kevis asked that, you would have noticed that he was like demeanor kind of changed in tense, and the minute you said that name, he relaxed.
Okay. So once you relax, I kind of noticed that, and I'm like, do you know of her?
No. Not a huge religion guy. We got a friend that just kind of motioned in a direction, not directly to the group, but just in a direction behind us, who's more in tune with religion and stuff. He may have heard of her, but I haven't. Look over at Ash. Have you?
I don't know. Have I? Morgan?
religion check for you.
Probably could have rolled a religion, but
16.
16. Yeah, I mean, you know some basics because it's kind of prudent to just have like well-rounded knowledge in your line of work. Sahanin is the goddess of the moon, goddess of cold, kind of has an aversion for undead. Not a fan of them. Generally considered to be one of the powerful of the elvish gods. That's kind of about it for now. She's a kind of a good god, but there are stories about her, you know, having moments of terror associated with her.
Remembers that in kind of undead. Yes, moon goddess, all that.
why? And this is to Ash. Why? Just with all these gods, all of a sudden.
Man, they're everywhere, you know? Can't get away from them. If you're trying to, give it up.
And looks back at the individual in the water. Do you know what the Fey realm is?
Going to roll or say anything? You have to roll me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check at disadvantage.
How do we do that?
So rolling disadvantage means you roll 2 of the dice and then you take whichever one is lower. If you double click onto your character, there's the history button, and I'm talking into Forge. If you click on history, it'll show up and it'll give you a little window. It says advantage, normal, disadvantage. You want to click on disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so 10. You know, the most basics is that the Feywild is the realm of fairies, pixies, sprites, fauns, satyrs, centaurs, it's kind of a realm of that just like magic is literally in everything. And it's divided into territories amongst powerful archfey. That's about it. You know that you're currently in Thither,
Yes.
and that's about it.
Okay. So she just kind of gives a kind of a tinkling laugh, and she says, "Well, of course I do. I'm an astral elf or Fey ancestry. I knew I must have been there. I must be in here somehow. How did you come to be here?" she asks.
That is an interesting story.
I think I'm the only one that came here on purpose.
Looks over at Ash.
Here on purpose? What do you mean?
Sorry. Yeah, we came here on purpose. The way interesting, definitely out of the ordinary for areas that's not the Fae, I guess. But long story short, we stumbled through a mirror from a carnival.
Stumbling doesn't sound on purpose.
Some people did. We actually came here, and he stops mid-sentence, looks at Ash. Should we just, and quietly, should we just be telling her exactly why we're here?
Hey man, you're the one talking. Just give her a look.
Yeah, so look up.
She seems all right.
I don't.
Dude, I cannot stop slipping into this stupid pirate accent that I have to do all the time. I apologize.
Yeah,
You should be sorry. No pirate accents allowed, guys.
Dude, it's ridiculous. I can't. It just comes out naturally now. I hate it.
Kevis will look up at Ash. Why don't we get the rest of the group before we start just dropping while we're here? Talking to a person in the pool in front of the cave that you and Eli almost died in the middle of, and just kind of looks around here.
Yeah,
Okay,
be a good call.
Kevis will look back up at her. Just one moment. We're gonna go get the rest of our group and wake them up, and we can have the conversation.
How long have they been asleep at this point? Is this like full rest territory, or?
Yeah, that was my next question. I don't want to wake them if they haven't had full rest.
Yes, it's full rest territory. It's like, you know, we're getting into like the 9 and like this is about the like 9 hour sleep point. So the full rest has already happened.
So Kevis will walk back and start to wake everyone up and get up to Pinky, turn and look at Ash. You are waking her up this time.
All right.
Steps
Last
away.
time she exploded.
I'm not even gonna wake her up. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll one of my stink bombs over there.
It's gonna go so much better than last time.
Kevis sees that he's going the complete opposite way.
All right.
And I'm just gonna walk away.
just in case of initiative purposes, put yourselves on the map where you were going when the stink bomb is going towards Pinky.
I think Kevis would have woke these two up, pointed at Ash, wake her, starts to walk towards Moose.
Yeah, I would just drop it down and come back up the stairs. That'll wake them all up.
Yeah, y'all start waking up one by one, and Pinky, you're sitting there just. Oh.
Who did
And
that? Which one of you?
Kevis just puts his head down.
Do I
shakes.
Probably
see the
Eli.
source of the stink?
happens to be the closest to you. Well, with your passive perception, actually, your passive perception is on point. With a freaking, is it still a 19 or did it go up?
It's a 20.
It's a 20 now. I just didn't update it in my notes.
Casually.
Yeah, you wake up and like, and you look around and immediately like you go to blame Eli and you see the little silver ball right next to you. You know whose it is.
Ah! Can I pick it up and throw it back at him?
Oh God.
I think it's a slower.
Make an attack roll.
This
Just
is why
unarmed?
Kevis didn't wake her.
You're gonna want to
Or-
wash that
Yeah.
hand.
It'd be like
Can I
a
use, like,
ranged
my
attack.
A ranged attack?
Yep.
It would
just
be no proficiency, yeah.
Oh, well, ignore
last
proficiency
roll.
then. It's a nat 20.
Ignore
It's a nat 20.
Ignore
Getting
that
that right in the
You
back
could
of the
just
head.
She
take
rolls
off
a
my
nat
bonuses.
20.
Yep.
I hope
Is
I
this
clubbed
cat
him in
fight?
the head.
Cat fight.
Using those nat 20s for really good purposes.
You're welcome.
Ash is trying to look nonchalant, and then all of a sudden, ping! Gets reamed in the head.
No, they'll work it out.
I know,
Woke
with
her
you.
Rise and shine.
Couldn't you, like, woken me up, like, the normal way, like everyone else?
It'd seem more fun.
Yeah.
Your
I
idea?
like that. Hey, will you go change out of this dress? You've been wearing it for like a day or two. Would you come with me, Shreya? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, will you go see if there's a new outfit you're excited about?
Buy me what I'm excited about.
Okay, so a lot of you are awake, and you are, and Ash and Kevis kind of gesture over her, and Zarius is like, "Who the hell is that?"
Yeah?
It's a very good question.
Zarius is gonna fly up like 20 feet and be like, "Hey, who the hell are you?" You see this like yellow canary-esque person with a spear in his hand. And he's referring to the lady on the water.
Also, with Kevis walking by, if you walk past Pinky, he's going to say, there might be someone you might be interested in up here.
Huh?
And just keeps walking.
She, like, follows really fast.
What's going on, guys?
Found some dancing lady.
Is this the lady that was talking in our heads?
Just a shot in the dark
Wait,
here,
what?
Moose, but I don't think so.
Were you the lady with all the eyes that was looking at us?
Kevis looks
How many
like
eyes do you have?
I only have 2 eyes.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't you.
But as you look at them, she's an astral elf, so the sclera is black instead of white, and her iris is like a bright silver.
Okay, that's different.
I also want to pick up my stink bomb that she threw at me.
Easy enough to do.
So, looking back at the figure in the water, you asked how we got here. We all... It's an interesting story. We actually all, besides Ash here, met at a carnival. Long story short, we've all had something taken from us. We wanted them back, which brought us here. And currently this area is being ran by some hags. We kind of look at the group, kind of took care of one. And now there's another one here that we're looking for. But now we're at this cave and looks at the group, apparently helping someone find his wife. And if you came out of that cave, I'd imagine you've seen what was in there. And now you're here.
Gonna retcon real quick. She has not been in the cave. She just got here.
Okay. So that cave that you're dancing in front of has some pretty terrible stuff in there. Also,
Like goats.
what is your name?
She kind of just gives this tinkling laugh and does this spin on her toes and kind of ends with this very ballet stance and says, "Why, I'm Vega Starfire, of course. Haven't you heard of me?"
Just looks around at the group.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just stares at Moose. Can I roll insight? See if he's bullshitting.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight.
27.
One sec.
Yeah, Moose has no idea.
Okay. Kevin just looks at Moose. I'm sure you've heard their name.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously people have heard of her name, so I would have been one of the people.
What's she do?
I'm a dancer, of course.
Dances, she dances, yep. Obviously.
Looks
Kevis,
back.
you would know if you were people.
If I was people,
Uncultured over here.
it's fine. Point out the man that lived in a cabin in the woods. Looks back at Vega. Is that what it was?
Yep, Vega.
Okay. I'm Kevis. This is Ash. Little one here is Pinky. The one that knows you is Moose.
Yep.
Birdman, Zarius, and looking around for Eli.
Oh,
Yeah.
am I up there?
Be down.
Just, like, back down the stairs a little bit.
I'm not moving my character around. Sorry.
And purposely still looking around over the top of him. And then this one's Eli. This is the one that I was telling you about is big into the religion.
I'm big into religion now. Oh, fuck me. So I'm big into religion now.
I mean, you played a cleric.
A better
You're at least a little into religion.
than the rest of us.
What's your religion check?
What is my religion? Like, what's my modifier?
Yeah.
It is a 2.
Same
Oh.
as mine. Okay.
Maybe I know more about religion than you.
Maybe we redact that statement.
Kevin
Maybe
sticks
I'm
with
the
it.
religion guy.
Cleric. Most clerics, they like study the pantheon and like they follow one of them.
Eli. Yeah.
Eli doesn't know hardly shit about anything that's not his one god.
Oh,
So
This
I'm
tracks.
the religion guy.
and also Kevin's gonna look around, and we had some other fairy, the one I was telling you about. His family or something's in there. Looks at Moose. Where is he?
Who?
The fairy dude.
One we came at her to help.
He was in a backpack? No, we let him out.
Just in
I
your
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys definitely let him out.
He was here. I don't know where he is.
At this point,
He's dead in your
You-
backpack.
you look around and you don't see him. But there
Did he go?
Lovely.
is a scrap of paper like laying next to one of the bedrolls.
I think he left his grocery list here or something.
Let me see that.
I don't think I'm the
What,
grocery
what does
list.
it say?
You pick it up and it says, My dear saviors, I have absolutely no right to ask this of you. But it would mean the world to me if you returned to the caves and saved my wife.
Don't you hate when something starts with I can't ask you this,
But they
and
ask
they
you.
ask it?
He says, I've returned to the village to be with my daughter, to make sure that she is okay, to bring news to the folk there of what's happening here. I believe you are incredibly capable individuals. But just in case I have to prepare my people for anything more terrible that might come out of this cave and affect us.
He actually
That's the
listened
end
to
of it.
Kevis. Holy shit.
Well, that's what it says. At least he sprinkled a little flattery in there.
Kevis just kind of shakes his head. Guess I can't be too mad. Told the guys it's not safe. And look at the group. I mean, I'm still hesitant on going in there, but if we're still in the grands, we'll go. And then look at Vega. What about you?
She looks at all of you, even though some of you are armed, and above her, and she just gets this broad smile on her face, and she jumps up on her toes, and she bounds on top of the water in some sort of excited little gleeful dance as she bounces all around, and she says, you must be adventurers. I can aid you if you'd like. Can I join you?
Have you ever been in a fight?
She takes a pause and she kind of looks down at her toes and maybe like traces the water toe like with her toes. And my troop and I used to travel from place to place. And every once in a while we'd see bandits on the road. Don't do a whole lot of fighting myself, but I certainly have, I can defend myself and I can aid you at least with your travels.
Kevis will look towards Moose and Eli in particular, just since they're the ones ideally provide stuff like that, and look back at her. That cave is very dangerous. I don't want to speak for the group, but I imagine more people we have, the better. But again, what happens is all on you. You want to walk in there with the knowledge that you may not walk back out, that is fair. And looks at the rest of the group. I'm guessing that is what we are doing as well.
Yeah, if she wants to help with the cave, let her.
I think if we stick together, it'll be better. I mean, all of us could grab a leg or something if there's a giant spider. There's enough of us now.
Good point, Moose.
Looks at Eli. Or he just blast a hole in it.
You know, it worked on one of them. Two of them, actually, including yours.
Yeah, the one that saved your life.
Okay, you sit in a cocoon from a spider and then have a giant spider open it up and tell me you don't freak the fuck out too. Like, I don't know.
You know how we could have avoided that? Looks at everyone.
You're
Stayed
the one that
together.
suggested it.
No.
Yes.
I do remember that. That was your idea, Kevis.
It was Kevin's idea.
Looks at everyone. When has anyone ever listened to me?
I'm
Well, the
listening to
one
you right
time we
now.
do, look what happened.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Looks at Ash. You're supposed to be the smart one here.
He's just grinning.
Yeah, so,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Morgan. I was gonna say, Kevis looks back at Vega. We're an interesting set of individuals here, all with our own looks around. Unique talents. We can handle ourselves. If you can handle yourself, we'd be more than happy to have you.
And you you look around the group, and this one that's talking now, what does she see as she described as she looks at Kevin?
Oh boy.
An old image.
Yeah. You see a woodland elf, and skin, brown eyes. Ironically, if you look hard enough at his eyes, you see kind of a sparkle in them as well. Mohawk going down his head with antlers kind of sticking out from the side, one having a little more prongs than the other. You notice his face, there is no emotion whatsoever. You see a cloak that he's wearing that kind of covers a lot of the facial features for the most part. Typical kind of leather armor. You see very, very uniquely designed short swords that he greeted you with. Very detailed handles. You see a bow strapped across his back, and not the most greeting of faces that you see on him. Other than that, I think that's about it. Beaten down, you can tell. But yeah, big thing is no emotion whatsoever on his face.
And next, over to Ash. Would you describe yourself to our new player?
Ash is about 6'9", just a chunk of fucking man. Well, mostly metal. But do I have my jacket still at this point, or is that thing just tattered up and I'm just in?
I imagine.
I have the mend spell. I can mend it every now and then, is what I plan on doing. But
yeah, I think
sure
you're.
the shape of it.
Yeah, it probably needs some repair at this point for sure.
All right. Well, under the jacket, there's some holes. You'll see that he's got some metal gauntlet pieces and stuff under there, and he's normally smoking a cigar, but he's a bit low on him at the moment. Scar on the eye, all that. It's pretty true to form. Southern accent, despite me slipping into this pirate accent. Yeah, just a big motherfucker with big arms and country accent, but quite intelligent individual. So yeah, that's Ash. Pretty gruff when he does talk.
Inky?
So you see a around 2.5-foot fairy. She has very pastel wings. She is currently in a very floral, leafy outfit. She has a leaf rapier by her side, as well as a flute. She has lavender eyes, and her wings kind of sparkle with the pastel glitter that falls off them.
Eli.
Eli's an interesting creature. It's just in general. He looks goblinoid, but he's rather tall to be a goblin. He's standing at about 5'8". He's got pale mint green skin, long, kind of droopy, floppy ears. He's wearing some odd armor. It's made out of old, ragged keys in the form of like chainmail. He also has a book he keeps at his side. and a beautiful mace that sits on his other side, and a shield on his back.
And go to Xerius. You see this, like I mentioned before, this kind of like blue-tipped canary. This person cannot sit still at all. They are fidgeting and whistling and like talking or like flitting around or like, you know, shadow boxing with the air or something. Seems to be very affectionate with his spear. The like very, very connected to it. Eyes always darting around. This is like a full-grown man with the ADD of a like severe ADD of a child. That's Xerius. And lastly, Moose.
Yeah, Moose is a very tall gentleman who is, quite strange looking at the moment. He probably would have been strange looking even before he arrived in the Fae, but he has been affected by it for sure. Part of him, I mean, he looks like a man, but he doesn't have pupils in his eyes. One is just glowing white. The other one is this like inky black. He's got a horn on one side and a half halo on the other, a demon-like leathery wing on one side of his back, and an angelic white and gold wing on the other. You'll notice he's wearing armor, but occasionally two of the buttons on the front of his armor blink. And he's carrying a heavy shield with a black raven emblazoned on the front of it.
As this is going on, Vega, you recognize one of the buttons does move. Kind of like looks at you, and there's a pupil in the middle of it. It blinks. It kind of like rolls back and like settles down.
So she just kind of cocks her head, like, that's interesting. That's something that she hasn't seen before. But then she just smiles and kind of tiptoe dances around all of you to take a closer look at each of you. And she says, with 100% confidence and without a care in the world, well met, travelers. I think we will make an excellent team, and I can't wait to aid you in your journey in this tunnel.
There's also a strange white puppy animal that probably would walk up to you if you came close and like make a weird sound at you.
How is he still alive?
George is badass. Hold on a second. No, wait a minute. George has a higher kill count than some of us in this party, alright?
That's fair.
He's a formidable little bug.
Something.
This almost cat thing with overly enlarged eyes, no nose, and a tail that's about 4 times the length of its body.
It's pretty much a cat made by commission, or by like, what's the word? Committee from the internet. This is what they would make a cat look like.
Yep, that is true.
I think Kevis would look over. You still have that?
What do you mean? George goes everywhere with us now. He's one of us. Floor gang.
When Moose says Florgain, looks up. Kevis, look at Vega. You're gonna hear that name a lot.
You're the floor king.
We're in a gang.
Yeah.
We throw signs
No.
every once in a while at people.
He doesn't do that.
No. Just at this point, Kevis's head is down and just. Is everyone?
Well, I ain't gathering no moss. Are we going in here or not?
What do you mean you're not gathering moss? Like you don't want to gather moss, or like we're not? It's not something.
There's probably some out by the water down here, Ash.
I'm gonna start kind of walking towards the entrance.
Kevin's falls.
Captain, wait, do you need more moss, Captain?
Nope. Never mind.
Okay.
Kevin's policy. You said it.
All right.
Well, maybe they'd understand, but nope.
You've been with us for how long, and you're still
I know.
just.
All right. Setting up the next map. And introducing Vega. So what's your marching order, guys?
I'll lead the front.
Kevis will fall behind.
I need my goggles back, Lily, if you didn't give them to me.
Oh yeah. You can have him back.
All right.
All right. So shift back to Nada there. Boost Ashes back up to normal.
Kevis will also turn to Eli. Want to do your little light thing?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to carry it this time?
Could I carry
No.
it?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
have
just-
it here.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see your bow,
Here.
and then I'll just tap it and cast light on it.
I thought you were gonna give her the hammer. Be like, hey, can I carry it?
I know, that's what I thought for a second. And I was like,
Just put light on things.
All right. The familiar kind of mild purple comes up, emanating from Pinky this time. And as you do, the light kind of reflects off of Vega's hair a little bit. Shows like some metallic kind of silvery threads to it, and there's a little bit of like a sparkle, a little bit that comes off, and a little bit off of like the kind of pearlescent, like white satin dress that she has as well. Oh, I don't think we mentioned this. That kind of sound that was coming off from the dancing, she has a ton of tiny little bells all over her bodice, or whatever the heck the technical term is for the top of a ballerina's outfit.
Oh, well, you and Eli both putting, wasn't your armor made of keys or something?
Yeah, my armor's made of keys. What are you trying to say?
Well, hers is made of bells. I don't know. It could.
It has
Talk
bells
about-
on it. It's not made of bells. What?
Obviously.
All right.
so stealth isn't an option here.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. though. Like I'm clanking, she's
Yeah.
ringing. I
Clank
get
and
you.
jingling, you know?
I got you.
Also,
It's more like tinkling, actually. Just clarification.
Gotcha.
Kevis is going to look at Pinky. You want to do that little line thing you did last time? In case for some reason we decide to split up.
Line thing?
I don't think we should do
Mine.
that again, Kevis.
I die.
Not your best
100%.
idea.
My flower thingy?
Oh, where you were talking
she
in our
did-
heads.
I think he's talking about the
Oh.
talking to people thing.
The talkie thingy.
Vine thing. I think you said vine thing.
Oh no.
I thought you said Vine's thing too, which was why I thought the flowers, and I was like, I mean, I could.
Kevis starts
Um,
walking.
No, come back! Who wants to have a pinky in their head?
What
you're
happened?
you're
take one.
asking this time?
Yeah,
I
Oh,
did
no,
pretty good
yeah.
with it last time, I think.
I think he did too. All right, Moose.
Never mind. I'm good.
Kevis just shaking his head. Oh, we're gonna die.
Just like a group chat type thing, or
Yeah, it's like a group chat. Like you get to be in a group chat, but
Kevis leans over.
you only see messages from me.
You want Pinky
Okay.
talking in your head?
Messages to me.
all right. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. Yeah.
All right.
There's an operator
How
at
many
the.
people can I get?
I think it was 3, wasn't it?
It's just them connects us.
I think yeah.
Oh,
Let
no,
me
to you
try-
now.
Yeah, 3 creatures. 3 creatures. I need one more.
Uh,
Just
Give it to Vega.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll take it.
Vega,
put it in her head.
you ready for some wild stuff?
Definitely.
God.
Here we go.
There you go. All of a sudden,
Oh
you
my God,
hear
the biggest.
Pinky's voice directly in your head, bypassing your ears entirely.
Hello.
She just kind of makes like a giggling sound, and she says, "Oh, I haven't had something like that in years. Oh, that's fun." And she actually is quite enthralled with Pinky. She loves her dress. She comes over and just absolutely thinks she's like the cutest thing ever, and admires Pinky's dress with her big eyes, and she's totally enamored with her.
Keva spins around when you mention haven't had that in a long time. Someone in your head. You want to elaborate on people talking in your head? I mean, we have some people that can do that here. Yeah, you.
So she just laughs and she says, before I was a dancer, I was at my goddess's temple training to be one of her priestesses. And during her communions with her goddess, she would often hear her voice inside her head.
Looks at Eli.
That checks out. Yeah, it's normal.
Okay.
Sometimes voices in your head are good, and sometimes they're really bad.
Talking about voices, Morgan.
It's one of the best things I've ever heard you say, Moose.
Any whispers?
No whispers.
Any familiar, creepy, freaking spider whispers, Morgan?
No, but as you enter into the cave
God.
and start walking, you go right past the same location that Ash just stepped in front of you on. And 3 very distinct, like those invisible cobwebs that like run across your face and always make you go like, Get a couple of those.
Just me or everybody?
You.
Oh, come on.
You asked.
No.
All right, so
Don't give me material to work with, man. If you're afraid of the results.
Just full on focus on the conversation and he spazzes out.
I remember where Eli and I went, but where are we headed?
We should go look beyond the trapdoor.
Oh God.
Was that where you last saw him, or?
I don't.
Well, there was, like-
They said they were deep.
Wasn't she like in a lab or something? And so I would think that maybe you would find it under a trapdoor.
Didn't we ask him that though, and he said he knew nothing of a
know
trapdoor?
Moose, you just really want there to be a trapdoor?
No, there is a trapdoor.
There is one.
Well, there's a door in the ground, but I don't know if it's a trap door. What
It
makes
might
it
just be a door on the ground.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Moose, here's a question for you. You see a strange door, all metaphorically here. You see a strange door on the floor of a spooky cave. What do?
You go in it.
I believe
This
the hypothetical is what the word you were looking for. Hypothetically, right? This isn't a metaphor.
Just turns and stares at Eli.
Don't you want to know what's on the other
He's
side
right.
of the door?
Eli's right.
I would prefer not to die again. I prefer not to be in here.
Well, just don't die then.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Easy. All right. So which way are we heading? Straight.
Yeah.
Following,
Yep.
I'm following you guys. You guys seem to know what you're doing.
Well, I'm in the front, but I don't know where the hell we're going.
Moose Zarius, what way did you guys go when you found the ferry? Zarius, Jesus.
Sorry.
Went some direction. Some
Man's
direction.
RPing with his.
Yeah.
It's over this way, guys. You just have to fly over here.
So Vega, you can move your character around. There you go. And hold up, guys. Pause. So the directions that you went. You guys went down to the bottom right last time, and then you split up. I think Team Stealth went left. Essentially, went left after the bottom right. after you like went to the bottom right, it forked out. Team Stealth went left, Team Clank went mid, and Team Fly went right. Just for clarity on like what happened there.
It was Team Heavy, by the way, not Team Plank.
Yeah.
I know that's your preference. I just keep saying it to mess with you.
Heavy.
To be fair, I'm not that heavy.
Yeah, but we're the heavies.
Okay.
Kevis just stops before the deep water.
All right, so Moose, you don't know where you're going, do you? We haven't been over there, have we?
Yeah, no, we've been here. No, fly off.
Oh god. Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Guess we're keeping up with Moose today.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to quickly pull the fucking boat out of my shit and draw the signals and put it in the water.
Are we in the water? Oh, is this water?
Yeah, this is
It
water.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He takes
Oh,
steps
okay.
back.
Yeah, I'm backing up. I did not realize that was water. Sorry. Very monotone.
As you're going across, those ones, the flyers have already kind of like Zarius and Moose have already kind of like jetted across. But you're not quite as fast as they are. You were kind of further in the back. As you're flying over this water, something starts to feel funny in your head.
Oh.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Me?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Wait, all the flyers or just Pinky?
Pinky.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
What's those voices in your head,
Brain
Pinky?
here.
Those voices, boy. It's okay, I got too many voices in my head, I guess, with the 16.
16, okay. Something presses on you, trying to get inside your mind. It's almost like somebody's like running their fingers like through the files of your memories.
Ooh, don't like
And-
that.
You don't like it. And with a mental effort and shrug, you're able to reject it, and that whatever that was is not present anymore.
Hey
Eli.
guys.
Pinky, are you okay? You have a strange look on your face.
There's like weird brain things in here, and I don't super like it.
Great things. Intellective hours. No,
And Eli,
No.
yeah.
as you're pulling out the boat, that same sort of feeling starts to hit you.
Okay.
Intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, this goes well. Yeah.
Oh, no, what? What is this?
What's that noise? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, God.
This will be great, guys.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Just a moment.
Oh,
Bring on the mind flayer.
Yeah, I'm dead.
intellect hours, mind flayers. I thought this was a Feywild.
I have a
You're
technical
right.
question. Really
Yeah?
quick.
Yeah.
On this map, it's like my screen when I zoom in keeps wanting to take me to the very top of it rather than where we're at.
Oh.
How do I fix that?
It's generally where your mouse is where it zooms in at. I think, right?
Yeah, you can like right click and
Um,
drag kind of where the middle of the map is.
Yeah.
I've
And then
had
it just zooms in straight to the middle of whatever's on your screen.
Okay. You guys, as Eli's working on that, the memory of getting the boat from Sporocus, you feel that same sort of feeling running through just. And then it's like that memory of where you got the boat, Sporocus, is just lifted out of your mind and suddenly gone.
What?
And as Eli's like about like drawing the boat, you see his face go slack, and he drops the boat in the water. and Eli. You have a bunch of shit happening to you at the moment now.
Oh yay!
Oh no! No way! My brain's being eaten.
Oh fuck!
I just sent you a message.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Oh, you're
I mean,
kidding me!
Yeah, this one's brutal. And because reasons, you guys are having this happen when you have no idea about it in this room. Because so the three of you guys, like you guys kind of stop and you're like, "Hey, Eli," and you just see him. He's just like,
Shit. Turned into a potato.
he's just toast. Yeah, he's just potato mode right now.
Can I grab the boat? So it doesn't.
Yeah, you can.
It doesn't sink or anything. Just kind of grabs it and then looks at Eli. Are you good?
You guys coming?
Yeah, let's turn and look
Eli, you alright?
towards Moose. Something's going on with Eli.
He doesn't respond.
Kevin slaps him.
Push on him.
Kevin slaps him.
Yeah, go ahead and slap him.
Not to do damage, but just to. You good?
Well, he'd definitely say something if you slapped him.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
What's
Just kind of looks
what's
at
going on,
her.
guys?
I'm not sure. Eli's being weird.
Who was I mind linked with? Moose, Vega,
Ash and Vega.
and Ash. It lasts for 4 hours because that's what I rolled on my psionic die.
Gotcha.
Did he just blank slate himself? I don't know what's going on here.
Eli,
Can Kevin will kind of grab him and see if he can like move him in any way. Just like make him take a step or something. You. Or dice. Kevis will put the boat in his bag so he's not holding on to it anymore. Because it hasn't been deployed, right? He was in the middle of it.
Yeah, it looked like he was going and he just like kind of like stopped and like
We're in the water. Are we in the water? Like in shallow or?
yeah, it's like for where the lot of you are at, it's only like ankle deep.
Mhm.
But you know, in the middle of this pool, it gets real deep.
Vega kind of tiptoes on the surface of it, though. Trying to look down what's below.
You can walk on water. We'll get to that in a minute.
We saw her dancing on water,
I
man.
know.
Don't be weird.
But I thought that was magic or something. We'll get to that.
It is. What do you mean? Eli.
Slaps him
Eli.
again.
do we just pick him up and take him like a log?
I guess. Oh, I ain't never seen nobody.
Kevis takes a step back. Hey, Shorty.
Damn, he done disconnected from his mind or something.
What happened?
Don't know.
He
I can't see you guys.
Come back over
I
here.
can't talk to him. I can't talk to Moose.
Oh yeah.
Guys, Eli's short-circuited.
So real quick, who's got the mind link?
I do.
Jax, Vega, and Moose are with.
Moose.
Okay, Jax or Ash or Pinky, Ash, Vega, and Moose. Gotcha. I'll give you the guys the silence thing because nobody ever uses the silence condition.
Bet.
I was like, I'll find a way to use it.
Challenge accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
Did he eat something?
Did he eat something?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I
He's
don't
always eating those
understand.
berries.
I don't think it was berries. We all ate those berries.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna grab him and can I pick him up? Is he like?
Roll a strength check. This is a sturdy dude and heavy keys.
I'm a strong lad.
Mm-hmm.
Kevis, look at Ash. What are you doing?
Strength or athletics?
I'm gonna say strength because this one's a little bit like ragdolling,
God.
so it's just pure muscle movement.
11.
11. You're
Actually,
able
hold on.
to kind of like get him up a little bit.
I'm gonna use my flash of genius or my knowledge from the past. I know it's weird, but it works on ability checks.
Right.
So that's a D6. So 14.
Okay, yeah, you're able to pick him up with a 14.
All right. Guess I'm carrying him. I don't know. Like
Wait, but
he's not moving. He'd normally squirm. I feel like if I picked him up.
So we're just gonna go through this cave with him in this condition.
Yeah, that's not too smart actually. You're right. I don't know.
Kevin's gonna turn to Pinky. Can you tell the flyers to come back?
Yeah. She'll go tell Moose because she's actually not gonna fly all the way over there to come back. In his mind, he's just like, "Hey, Moose, we need you to come back real quick. Eli's broken."
okay. Hey, Zarius, we gotta go back. They broke Eli.
Well, let's get out of here then. Let's figure out what the hell's going on with him. I don't think this is a good place to do this.
Agreed.
And I'll start carrying him out.
Can I, since I have, I don't know if I would want to use this now, but I do have a spell called Command. Can I try using that to make him wake from whatever he's entranced by, maybe?
You can try anything.
You can try it, yeah.
That'd be my
Okay.
idea.
Try it. Try using Command and just tell him to wake. And, okay, let me see here. Double click
And
on.
what kind of save is that?
Wisdom.
I
guess.
think it's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
His
Should
Eli
I-
wise.
Yeah, that's fine.
I roll for wisdom then?
No.
No,
You
it's
need
not.
to click on the spell.
I'd save.
Yeah, so if you're inside of your spell book, you click on the dice next to command, it'll put it in the chat, and then Eli can make a save on it.
Did I do it?
Like hover over command, and there should be a dice that pops up on the left of it, and you just click that dice. And
Okay.
then there should be something called like spell DC or whatever.
It should just say
In
like
chat.
cast. It should say cast spell.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it
Yeah,
is.
there you go.
DC 15.
And then he makes
Wow.
the DC save.
Actually, do I
Which he
still
failed.
have advantage on this?
You still have advantage on this,
Okay.
and
So 17.
Damn it!
Saved.
Why did you do that?
yeah,
You have advantage on wisdom?
You don't have to have advantage.
I have advantage on wisdom and charisma.
What?
Yeah.
Can't he willingly fail a spell though?
Well, that,
Normally,
maybe if he had control of himself, I'm guessing.
Maybe if he wasn't right now potatoed, but
you're a potato.
Well, that just threw my idea out the window, so.
yeah.
I don't actually know if you can purposely fail command. It normally says when you can willingly fail something, and that just doesn't say.
yeah.
The only spell
Well,
I can think of
and-
is like the Zone of Truth. You can willingly fail, or whatever that spell's called.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but it normally states if you can willingly fail it.
I'm sorry to say, but yeah, this anyway.
Yep.
Good idea.
So yeah, the Eli's advantage on wisdom still plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're carrying him out. Or I'm carrying him out.
Okay.
Okay, back out the other way.
This was fun, guys.
Okay, so you guys get out there. George the Fey cat is like propped up on this little log over here, just like ow.
Kev just walks by, stares at him, keeps walking.
Broken.
I'm gonna set him right here next to me.
So what happened? He
He was getting
doing something?
he was getting the boat
No idea.
out, and just this.
Morgan,
Is the-
would I know something seemed to try to press into my mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You felt it.
There was definitely something in there that was like trying to get into my head, I know. But I don't think it worked.
And you didn't mention that.
I tried.
Did you?
She had a strange look on her face for a moment.
You
I know.
literally have a psychic connection to my brain. You could have just said something tried to get into my mind.
I tried to tell you guys that there were some weird brain thingies in here.
Wait a minute. I think so. You're saying the boat got in his mind?
I
Maybe.
don't think it was the boat. I think it was something else.
First logic 101. Still on point.
Travis looks at his bag at the boat.
Maybe we weren't alone in there. Maybe there was something in there we didn't see.
Oh, I
yeah,
guarantee there was
definitely.
something in there.
Yeah, definitely that.
Oh,
Well, how do we unbrick Eli, though?
Maybe we have to kill whatever was in there.
We like dunk his head in the water real quick.
I like that idea.
Sure.
Kevin
All right,
grabs
I'll do it.
Eli.
I'll do it yeah, immediately. Let's waterboard Eli real quick.
Eli, hold your breath.
remember when Kevis was knocked unconscious by a weasel?
I don't think we need to knock him unconscious. Maybe.
No, he just threw his unconscious body on the ground.
What'd you do this Sunday? We waterboarded our cleric.
That's a good question, though. How does he react? Does he panic or anything?
He still has control of his physical faculties.
Yeah, I'd be if you dunked my head into water, I'd be just fucking squirming at that point. Yeah.
Pull it back out.
Okay.
But you
well,
were, but you were
he
unreactive to the slaps.
Kevis was slapping
Yeah.
again.
And being called short.
Yeah, like Kevis is trying to piss Eli off at this point to get something out of him.
Well, he reacted to the water.
So
So
anything
he doesn't want to die.
that's life threatening.
Yeah.
So maybe we can just bring Potato Eli with us and he'll be able to defend himself? That's a horrible idea.
Yeah, it's not a good idea, Pink.
That's
I'm
not-
sorry.
That's such a brilliant idea, Pinky.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. I'll be stuck here for potentially years.
Remind me to have you chat with Ash about sarcasm. He goes back and looks at Eli.
That was funny.
All right.
So
I mean, the only thing I can think of is, I mean, normally he would be the one to fix something like this, I feel like.
mhm.
So we're going to need to find somebody that can do it, unless our new friend here has any kind of restoration magic. Like, you know.
Kevis is gonna walk over to Eli
Restoration.
and try to take his hammer.
Vega kind of taps her toes and thinks. She tried commands. That didn't work. She can try that again.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's fine.
Hold-
I can also use if we did a small rest, I think there's a bardic rest that kind of heals up some wounds. But we have to be resting, I think.
Yeah, no, it's
Lives in this
okay.
Situation.
Are you
Yeah.
actually trying to take the hammer?
Kevis is gonna grab it.
And so Eli, you'll see him kind of like back and like
Okay.
look at you and
Okay.
hold on to my hammer.
So he's there.
Yeah. You also see, like, from Eli's face, his nose is bleeding a little bit. Some of that black blood as per usual. And, like, maybe like a little black teardrop coming out of one of his eyes.
Are we experiencing Get Out right now? Like, is he in the whatever they called it?
I mean, I can break the connection with all of you guys and try to talk to him in his head.
Yeah, do it. Honestly.
Yeah.
A good idea.
Okay.
So he
She'll break her psychic connection with everyone else and use the psionic die to try to talk to Eli. She'll also have Vega and Moose still connected though, and something. So yeah, she'll have to expend a die for this one.
Kevis is gonna step back while this happens.
Probably about to get my brain blasted. All good.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Oh, Kevis is gonna do something while this happens.
She'll just go ahead and talk in Eli's head like, "Hey, Eli, are you in there?"
As you say that, it's like shouting into a long hallway. Just nothing but, like, echoes.
Hello, hello, hello.
He is. She like pulls out. She's like, he is empty, guys. Like, his brain is empty.
All right. Well,
I get the sense that it, like,
Maybe.
more like far away, not complete empty.
Oh, so maybe he can hear me. Well, Pinky will just continue to pester him in his head.
Sounds about right.
Okay, roll a charisma. No, go ahead and roll an intelligence saving throw
Another one.
as well.
So while that's happening, Kevis is just trying to just talk to either Spider Queen, Oberon, either one. Anyone.
So 21. You feel kind of this emptiness of Eli's mind kind of sucking you in, and you're able to kind of like establish yourself and kind of like plant your mental roots. You're able to start moving forward kind of down this hallway.
Great.
And it's
Eli?
kind of a reflection of the same tunnel, just dripping stone edges, a little bit of water running underneath your feet.
I'll just continue to call out for Eli. Eli, if you're in there, like, we need you back, bud.
And it just kind of echoes, comes back, no response yet.
She'll keep going.
Okay. As you go on, the kind of like entrance to the tunnel, you've gone maybe like 15, 20, 30 feet. You, like, look back at the entrance of the tunnel, it's gone. And it's just like more tunnel instead of like having like a bright opening, it's just kind of an endless stretch in both directions. Very like 9th minute of the movie Labyrinth.
Oh gosh, whatever's. I think it's some weird, creepy brain thingy that's got you, Eli. And if it can hear you guys.
Even in this state, can I tell that there's something in my head? Not necessarily that I can understand it, but can I tell that there's something in my head? Yeah, okay. You just feel like see like.
Yeah, we need our friend back. So give him back, please.
Persuasion check.
If you nat 20 this,
I
She
Give her a
wasted her
little-
nat 20 throwing my stink bomb.
little guidance there. Maybe I'll set my hand on Pinky's shoulder and say, atheism is a non-profit organization.
Yeah, you can give guidance there.
Okay, I'm gonna take the guidance, and I think I'm going to try
Yeah,
to...
so that's 10.
I'm gonna use a psionic die as well to try to be a little more persuasive.
Okay.
So that'll be a 15.
15. Okay. Just a sec while I try something.
This is weird.
You call out, stacking several things up on top of each other to get to a decent result.
I can have none of him? Is that what he said?
And it's almost like this creepy sing-song voice is coming out. You cannot love him.
Well, we kind of need him. Can you like...
Delicious.
Ah.
This one's mind tastes of.
Could you like come back in like 2 hours?
Persuasion check is not successful.
can you come back in
Can you come back in 2 hours?
Is this thing that is communicating with Pinky, is Pinky the only voice it can hear?
It's like Pinky is like diving into Eli's mind, and she is on her own at the moment.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Can you come back?"
For the record, Pinky is a psychic rogue, which is why she's able to do this.
Morgan, I messaged you.
Mm-hmm. Pinky, if you need a minute, we'll pan away for a sec while you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
Okay. Kevis, how's that conversation going?
He'll step away out of range of everybody. Know you're watching. This thing that happened to him. This you're doing?
You get like a snide feeling before any words come. It is very entertaining. Hilarious, even. No, this isn't mine. But tantalizing nonetheless.
Pain in the ass. Who and what did they do to him?
Whether you realize it or not, you are asking for an exchange. Do you wish to proceed?
Whole ass group of warlock motherfuckers over here making deals.
I have to make a bargain with you to figure out what happened to him if it wasn't your doing? How do I know you even have any idea what this is?
There's a moment of dead silence. Before a sensation like spiders crawling across your eyelids and underneath and across your iris and sclera begins to burn you mentally. It's like that feeling when you notice the spiders on you and like you freak out and like spaz like a crazy person for like the next 15 seconds. It's like that on freaking steroids. Jesus. You don't seem to grasp who you're speaking with.
Right. I'm not a person.
Insult me again. And your friend's state will look like a mercy.
You mentioned champions. All of us. How beneficial would he be in that state if he decided to be your champion?
He is an option. If he ceases to be useful, then he is no longer an option. But you, Kevis, you intrigue me greatly.
Yeah, last time I heard that, I witnessed my parents' death. So, why me? There's other people here that can do magic, throw daggers that appear and disappear. I've got swords and a bow.
Because. And the voice changes. Something harsh. The sultriness evaporates. Because you did witness your parents' death. The strings that play from that moment to pilot you like a I know a thing or two about strings and thread.
The druid that night. Know who he is?
Yes.
Is he one of yours?
What would you pay to receive the answer to that?
I don't care who he is, who he belongs to. All I care is to see him dead.
We'll call this one a bit of a forward, an advanced payment for later return.
When I say dead, I mean at my hands. Nobody else's.
We're just talking in information right now. Yes.
Sure. This isn't me agreeing. You can prove to me that you can help me get my revenge. I'll think about it. But right now, what's happening to him is a problem for this entire group. He is one of the main reasons we are still standing. So as much as revenge is top of the priority for me, I can't do it without him. So this isn't your doing and you can't help. I think our conversation's done. And he walks back over to Eli.
And you turn to go and your hand doesn't move. You look back and there is thick webbing sticking you to the wall. We're done when we say I'm done, boy.
God. Oh, no.
I can help with all of it. But nothing comes free.
What do you want?
Entertainment. Something to shake things up. I've been dolefully the same for quite a while. We can get into specifics later, but I can help with this right now, if you agree.
Don't you fucking do it.
Need a dice.
Also,
What was the command to
figured-
flip a coin?
You do roll 1d2.
Yeah, just /r space 1d2.
Did it not let me? It says unresolved. I can't. Let's flip an actual coin.
While this is happening, since obviously this thing's not going to let Eli go, can I try to reach out and grab Eli and pull him back myself with my psychic powers?
The fuck happening in my head?
Can I just be like, alright, fine, if you're not gonna let me have him back, I'm gonna take him by force?
Describe your process there, Pinky.
So she's been kind of walking through this tunnel of Eli's mind. And she's been in it once before already, kind of ish. From previous psychic links. So I feel like she'd be slightly familiar with his presence and even him just being around, considering she had to go pull him out of some weird psychedelic land and other things. So she tries to find that familiarity of his existence and presence in the party, and just tries to grab onto it and pull it towards her.
Okay. Roll a. This is all in your mind at this moment.
Can I? Inspiration.
Basically, this is now. First of all, give me a charisma check as you're trying to latch on to. No, this is for Pinky. Give me a charisma check as you're trying to latch on to Eli's location.
I'm gonna use my inspiration point because we
You should.
we gotta try that again.
Mhm.
There we go. That's much better.
Wow. Wow.
That's much better.
Jeez, you are the
Twice
most
in, like-
polar.
This month of that type.
Oh, God.
All right. So as you reach your mind out, trying to focus Eli, the kind of cave walls start to disappear, and you almost see like frames of different memories, just kind of like running through. Meeting you at the carnival runs by. From Eli's perspective, it's a little weird to see yourself floating.
Yeah.
You fighting off frogs together. The snakes at the tower. Climbing down a bridge. And you do latch on. There's one in particular. There's one frame that is just black. And you can feel Eli's sense of self deeply behind there. You identify where he is. And what do you do?
If I touch it and try to go into it to pull him back out or talk to him, if I go up, I'm gonna be like, Eli, can you hear me? And see if I get a response.
And in that black frame, it moves like ink. You see just this black, liquidy face of Eli's turn and look in your direction. Eli, you feel this.
Hey, Eli. We don't know what happened, but we're gonna get you out of here. I need you to trust me. I'm gonna try to get you out of here.
This is confusing, Morgan. Is this me understanding this, or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'll just like look at her and like hold my hand out.
Can I try to grab his hand and like pull it out with me?
Eli's chain, kind of cheek, blah, blah, blah. His keyed, armored hand reaches out with his gauntlets. Pinky's frail hand clasps with his, begins to pull. And as it does, out of the black, a large arm, scaled with saggy skin,
Great.
3 very long fingers, and like a thumb, no 4th finger to it, And from behind Eli's head, like coming out of the blackness, Eli's form is like just this blacky ink, and this one like kind of like pulls back. You see an incredibly wide mouth that goes back to like the jawline. A rounded head, squinty frog-like eyes with plenty of spikes, kind of a sagging gullet of like underchin.
Doesn't look like Eli.
I told you, he's mine. And he begins to pull Eli's arm back in, and if you're holding on to it,
Yeah.
pulling you too. This is now a contested check,
Oh no.
kind of a best of 3.
Shit. Okay.
This is all intelligence checks, so
Saving throws or checks?
this is checks because this is one
Okay.
ability versus the other.
Okay. Oh,
This is
God.
all happening during Kevis's conversation.
Yeah, this is all basically simultaneous.
Okay.
Okay.
This is fucking great.
Eli, I need you to focus on my voice and fight this with me a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Do not go back into that inkwell, please.
First one.
15.
Okay. 18 on my side.
Oh gosh, we're
The claws sink into the ink, kind of like, and a little spurt comes out, almost like blood hitting a vein, and it begins to drip down kind of the 3 hands that are intertwined, and it pulls you closer.
okay. God. We are not doing super great.
Okay.
It's a 13.
Okay. Next one. 10.
Okay.
So what are you doing here? What's different?
She's really trying to just get Eli to snap out of it and try to help her fight back, so he's not just a limp noodle that she has to grab. She knows for a fact she's not the strongest person in this party.
No, I mean, right here, I'm not like a limp noodle, right? I'm actually trying to get out. Just fucking
Yeah.
stuck.
Yep. Eli, go ahead and add your own intelligence check to this as you are trying to wrestle your own mind free.
Do I? Okay, this is gonna be fucking. Ah.
Come on, Eli.
Does the condition still affect this?
No, not in this. The condition is because you are kind of locked in externally.
Okay.
So in here you're fine.
So just I have to do it on D&D Beyond. So
Okay, perfect.
13.
13. Okay, cool. Yeah, between the two of you and Eli, you start to like push away and like push off this thing. A second arm kind of comes out and clasps on you, and like more of this thing's body emerges, and you see this thing is just drooling, salivating, dripping onto like Eli's form, and like the water like running down this inkiness that Eli is. And
Shit. Can I cast spells? I don't think I could.
you can.
I can. I'm so mad. When it says little pest, I'm like, I'm not the little one here. You are. And I'm gonna try to reduce this thing to a size smaller. Actually, could I? Yeah, I am.
Okay. The Constitution save?
Yeah, it's a 14.
Okay. Just a moment. Oh, why is it? Dang it. Sorry. That was supposed to be public, but that was a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Shouldn't have pissed off those frogs, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, crap. I'm fighting
It's a
frogs. I'm
fucking
gonna get eaten
mind
with Eli
frog.
in a freaking mirror.
Yep, you've done physical frogs before, and now you're doing mind frogs. I did not mean for this to be a repeated theme for you.
Eli, I really don't like frogs. Can we get out, please?
I
Please.
need help getting out. What do you want me to do? I'm stuck.
No. You're not stuck. I mean, in here you're kind of stuck, but like, as like a team, we can get out of here.
What do you want me to do?
And
Try
Pinky, as you cast your spell, it's
That was a wasted nat 20 right there.
okay. Yeah, dang. And one of the fingers
Great. Now
plucks out of Eli's hand and points at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great. Okay. That's a 7.
Hey,
Not good at
Eli, from your perspective, you're like seeing Pinky here, and you see something begin to appear above her head. She starts to twitch. This little rusted iron, jagged circlet
Oh no.
appears above her head
Oh shit.
as he casts Crown of Madness on you.
Oh, that's not good.
Jesus.
Eli, what are you doing at this time?
I am freaking the fuck out. This thing is holding me, right? Still?
Yeah, almost like tucking you into its chest as it's grabbing the arm and like pulling back.
I'm gonna try to get free.
Okay.
By casting Inflict Wounds on whatever's touching me.
Okay. That is an attack roll, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mind battle going on, and we're all just chilling, like.
Mickey's
Do
Hold on a
something.
second. Hold on a second. Hold on. I messed that up.
Kevis is
What?
not chilling.
No, I mean, like, we don't really know this is going on, so
You
the rest of
guys
us are
see
just like.
Travis, like over here stuck too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Really, this is all happening within like just a matter of like 5 or 6 seconds.
Plus,
Oh shit.
This is all
Plus-
like accelerated time.
plus 2 to that. So 14.
14
Yeah.
is not high enough. The thing's armor class is 15.
Okay.
Gosh.
So I just can't touch it. And I don't know. Then
So Pinky, you are charmed. And you are essentially like jutted out of the, or mentally you're still here, but physically your body begins to turn, and you look at Moose.
Oh.
Pinky, I need you to make a melee attack against Moose.
Just like unarmed? Because I don't have anything in my.
No, this would be with your daggers.
Oh, okay. I can actually. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Moose. It's a 15.
15. Moose, what's your armor class?
17.
17. Okay, so not high enough, but all of a sudden Pinky like whips around and she's got this horrid crown sitting above her head and she goes for a strike against you. Just missing. And coming out and like looking straight at you. Kind of deranged, just like unblinking.
What the hell, Pinky?
All right, and we are going to take our break there. Alrighty. I'm actually going to put everybody into combat order. Sure, and including George the frog, the fey cat. So why not? So everybody, please go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Means
Ooh, and appropriately so, it looks like Eli's going first.
Mine's an 18.
Mine is rolled. Or did.
There's
Okay.
no way 3 of us have an 8.
Oh my gosh, we're doing great, guys!
Oh yeah, this is going fantastically, everybody. Okay, so Eli.
Wait, I don't know how to roll initiative. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
In your character sheet, like on the where it says strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, initiative.
Insight, intimidation, investigation.
That
No, at the top. Like the
I
big
would-
numbers, and then there's initiative in the top right next to walk. There you go.
Okay. Whew.
all right.
That's good.
Not an
Better
8.
than
Okay.
better than the 8s.
Okay, so Eli, you are up next.
can I do a contested strength throw to try to break out of this? Is that contested intelligence check?
Yeah, the strength doesn't have as much to do in the space that you're in, so it would be intelligence.
I want to spend a lucky point too.
Okay.
I forgot you had that.
Cool.
Okay, so then he will take his contested intelligence check. Come on, brain. It should be public. Okay. 12. This is a best 2 out of 3. Or it was.
Okay.
So Pinky is gone. I'm actually going to say that, like, as that crown like hits her, like the mental connection that's keeping her inside of your mind is broken, and she just kind of vanishes out. But you are able to pull away out of this, just like pulling, and then like as you get away from this thing, its grasp on you like slipping, taking advantage of the moment that it casts a spell on Pinky. Your body like starts to pull forward in that inkiness and just like kind of starts to like peel back and like reveal your actual face, and you fall onto the ground in front of that frame on the cave wall. You won't get away so easy. Okay, so that's your action.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. Can I run away from it?
You can.
I'm gonna do that.
When was the last time Eli was top of the initiative?
This is the first time ever. This is like the second time I've ever rolled above a 10.
Oh, okay, so Eli, you start running down the corridor, and you see this thing kind of retconning, or kind of skipping Ash for a second because he's in a different world, but you see him like just pull himself completely out and like look over at you. We'll get to his turn in a second. So Ash, you are up next as you see the latest thing you've seen is Pinky try to cut Moose.
Yep. All right. Well, and that's all we've seen in this realm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move. Oh, there. 5, 10. This Pinky, and I'm going to attempt to grapple Pinky.
Oh boy.
All right, go for it. Strength check versus Pinky's acrobatics check.
I think it's actually athletics, right? I was looking at this the other day, and we were doing strength, but I'm pretty sure it's athletics to grapple.
Yeah, athletics versus acrobatics. That's
Yep.
what I meant.
So that's 19.
Okay.
Of course,
Wow.
the girl's really good. She's like, oh.
Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna try it again
Alright.
with my extra attack.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, Pinky. Let's see another natural 20.
no, that's a 4.
Okay. So you do manage to grapple Pinky, which just means her movement is 0.
Yep.
Okay, so-
And then. One second. Yeah, and then I'm going to end my turn there. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Next up is this froggy demon. Let's see. Eli, you used your action, you run away. What's it gonna do?
I'm sorry. Pinky had a turn attacking Moose, right?
Pinky did, yes. And then we started, which was, since Pinky's at the bottom of the initiative, we're gonna start up at the top of then.
Yeah. Curious. Does that count towards the Crown of Madness turn?
That is the Crown of Madness turn.
Because they have to spend their action to maintain.
Well, no.
solo.
It's the Wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You can make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, you know.
What breaks him out of a charm again?
That is not enough. You are still Crown of Madness.
Yeah. And I know I am considered a fae, but I think this would still affect me, yeah?
This is a charm, so you
Yeah.
do have advantage against it.
Oh.
Because, no, you're not
I
an
don't think I
elf.
do.
A fairy, I don't think a fairy
Yeah.
has the same bonus that an elf does. Unless I'm wrong.
I mean, like, for creature type.
Yes, you are a fae.
So it would work. I'm still considered a humanoid even though I'm a fae creature, correct? Just want to make sure.
You are a fae creature. You are not a humanoid. Right, and like Kevis and Vega, they have advantages against being charmed because they are elves. But you do not as a fairy.
Apparently trees don't like the charm Kevis, so.
Alright. I'm not sure I'm gonna get out of this. It's okay, I'll just keep attacking you guys. Don't worry about it. I probably won't hit you guys. Maybe.
Okay.
You know, she's only got one of the highest attack bonuses in the group, that's all. Okay. Okay, so the mental space that Eli and this thing are in, and there's dripping water coming down the walls of the cave, and it's going to use its action to cast. Nope, never mind. I lied. So many of these things are concentration. All right. It's going to use its teleport ability to like come out of the wall and look over at Eli and like just blip just and like it lands right in front of Eli, 30 feet away from where he ran to. It is straight in front of you. But that is its action. And that's it. So it's just gonna so much. Power of creation in you. You're mine. And it just like stops and like just rolls in pleasure for a moment. Scrumptious. Okay, and that'll be its turn. Moose, you just got attacked, and Ash runs up and bear hugs Pinky.
Yeah, good call, Ash. You just, thanks for swooping in there. And I'll take a step back.
Pinky, you can't take an attack of opportunity.
And
Yep.
here we go. I shouldn't be so happy to have my friend, but
Actually, no, you don't have to. The spell literally only says you have to use your action to attack the nearest creature. Against a creature other than yourself. So this would not apply to your reactions.
oh,
So-
okay.
Never mind, no attack.
Oh,
Yep.
if
Just
I
trying to be
wanted
fair.
to, could I?
If you wanted to, you can.
Alright, cool.
What the fuck?
Actual
Look,
people.
look. I'll be using my strength for this one, okay?
All right.
It's like throwing fisticuffs, okay?
Natural
way.
20.
No.
Way to go.
No way. No.
I'm sorry. I have a -2.
Are you sorry though? You took the hit.
I have a -2. It should not have gone through.
It's a +1.
Okay, did I? Okay. Well.
Moose!
Moose's shield.
Suddenly, like, Pinky's arm grows like 8 times in size with muscles and, like, jets forward only to be met with a barrier of force. Just...
Whoa, Pinky! Stop it! What's going on?
Alright.
All right.
Is there...
It doesn't go through, right? He shielded.
No, shield totally blocks
Okay.
this one. Well, Moose, what's your total on with your armor class now?
Math. 17 plus 5 is 23? Yep.
22.
Two.
Uh,
No.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. No, it doesn't go through just because I like the narrative that it doesn't. So yeah, it just comes off, and Pinky is not a puncher.
I hope your hand
Yeah.
hurts.
Oh, it does. She's gonna find that out in a moment. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage to your knuckles.
Owie.
Trust me, you punch something that hard, it hurts your hand. Okay, Moose, you back up and then throw up shield and whoa!
Captain, what's going on?
Not really sure what's going on, man. Just
Who's
trying to
attacking
keep
us?
Pinky down.
Yeah, but why? There's like a kind of theater of mind battle going on in their brains.
Never heard of that.
All right. Oh, Moose, anything else you're doing?
I'm gonna start to side eye Vega there a little bit, since I don't know where we're being attacked from. They're starting to become suspicious.
Vega, you are up.
All right. So Vega is distressed that all of a sudden now Pinky is no longer just try to attack one of her party members. She sees that she's being tackled. So she had an idea at first, maybe to blind Pinky so that she had a hard time causing any more damage. But it's a cone, so I don't want anybody else to accidentally get hit in that column of blindness?
Yeah, it is a little bit difficult because there are people in like each direction. But if you maneuver yourself and like place the cone so it only touches Pinky, that is an option.
So she kind of dances forwards. It's just her first reaction, and so she kind of dances forward, and she does some steps, and her toes start to kind of glow that pink and blue and yellow coloration, and with like a final little jingle, she reaches her arms out, and like that spark of magic kind of leaves her fingertips and hits Pinky with color spray.
Use the spell and it'll have you place the template of how big that spell is. It does need to make sense based on what's on the map.
Okay, so she kind of makes her way. Is this Pinky right here?
Yeah, the small
Yeah.
one that has 1,000 status effects on her. Yes.
So how do
More
I?
on the way.
More on the way.
You should be able to use the spell like you did the command spell, and it's going to tell you to place the cone. You just kind of place it on the map in the right spot.
So I see the spell here.
You want to click on you want to hover over the words color spray. It'll give you the dice on the left. You click on that and it'll put it into the chat log.
There you go. And it should have something
There you
like
go.
place.
Yeah, place the template.
Template, yeah. Which honestly,
And it'll give you like a cone, and then do control scroll wheel, and you can rotate the cone.
I think you can just click on the end of it there too.
It does not work that way, unfortunately. Yeah, so you have to click on do you see the part where it looks like a little star in a box?
Nope.
You have to click on that star in a box, and then control scroll wheel.
I don't see a box.
So it's gonna be like right on Pinky that you would have made.
There
There we go.
There it is.
Here, I'm running that
Oh, I'm
right
gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, so like right there.
Yep. Okay, so go ahead and roll. Hit that button that says damage. That's really just going to roll the number of hit points that you are going to be able to affect this turn. This spell is a little bit strange. It's going to give you a number, and then starting with the highest, or is it highest health or lowest health?
I think it's lowest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lowest
lowest.
health creature first is going to affect them, and then it's going to take, if they're like 10 HP on the creature left, then it's going to take 10 HP from whatever you rolled, and then it can continue to affect more as long as you have more health points to work from.
So in theory, is she just trying to beat Pinky's hit points then?
Yeah. It's like sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like sleep. She's trying to beat Pinky's hit points, which is 42 right now. That's the number you need
Which is
to
pretty much impossible.
affect her.
Unless she gets some
That's
dank
60
rolls.
60 is pretty good.
60-10. That is possible.
It
I'd
is
say- I'd give
possible.
it
It's
like
not going to happen.
I'd give it like a 35% chance. So yeah, Jen, go ahead and hit damage in the chat log.
Okay.
Chat log, if you see like the thing on the far right, the bar, the very first thing in the upper left, it looks like 2 speech bubbles. That's the chat log. That's what you want.
So I just hit critical.
Not critical, just
Not
normal.
critical, just the normal one.
Yeah, just normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that was a really bad roll.
Oh well.
There was a chance for it, but those just did not happen to come through well. That is a 21 points of potential effectiveness, but it is not high enough to get to Pinky's HP. So the spell has no effect, unfortunately. This spell is definitely better for like smaller creatures or creatures that are lower on health. Pinky happens to be full HP right now, except for the 1 point of the damage she took from the shield.
One punch didn't help.
Except for that one punch that she threw
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
It's
this
also
time around, it
typically a
doesn't help.
better low level spell. Typically those ones.
It is true. Yeah. So if you would like to like swap that spell out, Jen, you are welcome to, because there's a lot to learn for what works and what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of spells that are just kind of like they're really good at like 1 through 3, and then they kind of fall off because creatures just get more health and they don't scale very well.
That is true.
It's like sleep is like incredible at level 1, but by like level 4, it's like you don't ever use sleep again, really.
Yeah.
I just put a harpy to sleep. It was pretty good.
That's true. It was almost dead. Okay. So Vega, anything else on your turn? That would be your action to cast that.
So what other options would I have after an action then?
Your bonus action and the rest of your movements, which you have. Let me see. You moved from there. Oops! Come on now. Give me the thing. You moved from there, and then that's 5-10 feet. So that's. You've got 5 feet of movement left if you want to use it. You can move through your allies, but it's considered what's called difficult terrain, which means it takes double movement speed.
Okay.
You're a bard, right?
Yes.
You could give somebody bardic inspiration, and that will let them roll a die to add to their ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yes,
Yep.
I'd like to do that because she recognizes that we're kind of now in battle mode, so she would like to use that then. So,
Okay, who do you want to give the bonus to? You can choose anybody.
people can I choose? Is it 3 people?
It's
It's one person at a time.
Okay, so I guess whoever is holding Pinky.
It's Ash.
Ash.
Is it this one? This one's Ash? Or no, this one's Ash?
Yep, that one's Ash. So I'll give Ash a little bonus arrow. So Ash is inspired.
Is that the
Okay.
D6 thing?
To hold this tiny fairy. I will do my best.
It's a
Careful, she's got a lot of punching power.
She's slippery. She's slippery.
It's a D8 as because she's a level 5 bard.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Cool.
Okay. Is George the Fey Cat doing anything?
George's
Swagging
fake cat
out.
does what George wants. I don't really know. He's not well trained.
I think George the Fey Cat just like stands on his perch and like does like the hissy cat thing, like wow. But his tail is ridiculously long, so it's like this giant loop that goes up by about 3 or 4 feet above his head and like comes down just to like rest right in front of him. It's like
Jenna-
and he's hissing at Eli.
Oh shit!
As you
Jenna-
should.
George the Fake Cat used to be a giant flying insect. Fun to know.
Yep. Fun fact, they rearranged his atoms away from a bug to a cat.
And they meaning
Tune in
Moose
next
and
week.
Pinky.
Hey, it was fun.
What? There was a moment where they got to tap into the destruction and creation potential of a chaos god. Why? Like that seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah. No consent
You're
for
just-
this bug, by the
They're
way.
fishing for new creatures. Yeah, I mean,
His family will never see him again. He's been kidnapped. Really didn't think the fallout of this, guys.
George is my big bad. You know, my BBEP, by the way.
This is questioning.
He's the final boss that I TPK you with. Okay, Kevis, you are up.
Quick question: would Xeris be before me because of Dex?
Yeah, you would.
I was just, man, I'll go if you still want to leave it, but going off the rules initiative.
Zurius.
Oops, I did that wrong. Yeah, Kevis, what's your dex?
My Dex or my modifier?
What's your dex?
19.
He's got a 20.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my thought.
And Pinky, what's your dex?
Probably higher. Than mine.
Blah 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 blah. 18.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, cool. So, dang it, I did it twice. Okay, so Xerius is up. And Kevis gets knocked down. Okay, so Zarius is gonna be like, hey, so, whoa, Piggy, what's going on? What's happening here, guys? What are we doing? And it's just kind of like flying up, like looking around, not sure what's going on. Like, Darius is mostly just confused.
I don't know either.
Am I supposed to do something?
It's okay. Just hang out.
All right. And he just like perches down on this branch and just kind of like starts watching. Kevitz, you're up.
Oh God. Am I still stuck?
Yeah, you're still
Okay.
having a conversation.
Okay.
What happened with your coin flip?
So remind me. Basically, she's trying to bargain, make a deal for me to be her champion. Is that?
She's trying to draw you into her web.
Okay. So Kevin sits there and thinks, you want a champion. Most champions are strong, powerful. Something I thought I was a while back. Because I had rage in my heart from that night. But that's gone because of him. Which means my power is gone. Which makes me useless. If you want a powerful champion, these people here that, and look up at the group after all this is happening, they're my ticket to getting him and my power back. So, still want to make a deal with a not powerful champion?
There's almost a purring of clicks that respond. Dear. I am a god. Time is of very little consequence. What you are now is irrelevant compared to what you will be. A deal is made. And Kevis, you feel something crawl up your neck and bite. You take 1 point of poison damage. And narratively, the spider that bits you crawls a purple tinge on the tip of the legs. Black, almost with a hourglass on the bottom, but it's this deep purple, not red. And like 3 white streaks pulling back like from its fangs all the way up its head. And it just fades into dust. And it hurts and it burns. And you look down and there's this, if you could feel dread, you know you would, but you don't. You look down in your hand. As you pull it away from the wall, you've got 5 threads of silk kind of lining up in the center of your hand from the tips of your fingers. And hanging down about a centimeter is a shard of what looks like black glass that twists and spins and points in a certain direction, back towards the cave, like a compass.
And I see Ash holding on the pinky. I see the color spray go out.
You see Eli still like clutching his head.
I don't see anything else besides what I can see right here.
Your attention, you don't see anything different, but your attention follows exactly where that little glass needle is pointing. And you can feel where it is. The cause of this is maybe 30 feet in the cave.
"30 feet from the entrance into the cave?" Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Kev just walks to the cave entrance.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm saying this. We need to go back in. And he'll just start.
Are you sure?
Just walks past, starts going into the cave.
Okay, Kevis goes in. Anybody else following him? And who's following and who's staying outside?
Vega agrees. She thinks that they need to go back in. Something inside there is what started this, and to get them to stop both Eli and her, she agrees, so she follows.
Pinky's not hostile anymore? Question mark.
Oh, she still is.
Oh, okay.
She's still squirming, and the little crown is still floating above her head.
We just go in initiative here, or
The initiative is going to get a little wonky. So yeah, I'm gonna scrap the initiative on the game, and I'm just gonna go whiteboard mode. This marker's not great though. Okay, that's better. All right, would somebody mind reading it off to me real quick? Starting at the top.
It's Eli, Ash, Frog Demon, Bane, Vega, George the Cat,
Very
Zarius,
important.
Kevis, and then finally Pinky.
I swear when I get my hands on you, I'm gonna stab you.
All right, gotcha. Okay, come on. Momentary physical disruption. All right. So back out here. So Kevis walks inside, having his conversation as his turn. Pinky, you are up. You are currently grappled by Ash. You can attack Ash, or you can attack Vega.
Oh, okay. Let me just go ahead and roll a d2. Okay, that's Vega.
All right, attacking the bard.
I'm sorry. Oh my fucking gosh.
Wow,
So, question.
Pinky, you-
If I use my full movement to get to the entrance of the cave, can I see this?
No, because you're facing in the opposite direction. Your attention is not back there.
Who was that on? Me?
That was on Vega.
That's on Vega.
Oh, rip.
Yep. So go ahead and deal critical damage to your new companion.
So sorry.
The one person
Such
we
a
really
toxic
don't
group,
want to
dude.
crit with.
The good news is you don't get sneak attack at all.
Yeah, that is good. Here we go.
Okay, so geez, that was critical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 11 points of psychic damage plus your modifier. It's not including your modifier. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You just rolled low. Okay, so that is 11 points of psychic damage.
Don't
as you
sound
feel
so
like-
disappointed.
That is
I am
Please.
disappointed.
That could have been
My
a
job
lot
is
worse,
literally
though,
to kill
too.
you all. So Vega, as you like turn and like start to walk by, you feel like a slash in your back. Just Nope, never mind. I was going to say it's a disadvantage on that attack because, but that's only restrained, not grappled. So Vega, you feel a hot blade cut down like the center of your back, but there's no blood. Instead, the entire force of it feels like you got slashed in the mind. Instead, you take 11 points of psychic damage.
Right.
Okay. Kinky, you are.
Do I have to use both my attacks, or is it just my action?
This is the verbiage.
Because I'm terrified now, because Pinky's rolling crits, and this is not...
Yep.
Isn't your other attack a bonus action?
Yeah, which is why I'm asking, because if I don't need to do my bonus action, I'm just going to do my single attack.
Nope. It's the charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. I let you choose because it didn't really matter either way.
Okay. I think that is all she is going to do.
Okay.
Part of her, like, has the second dagger out, but she doesn't attack with it.
Yeah, because it just says action. I'm not going to make you include your bonus action because that would be plural. If you were a fighter or something with extra attack, I would make you do the second attack. But since it's a bonus attack, it does not qualify. Okay. Next up is Eli.
Yeah.
So this frog guy just shows up right in front of you and calls your mind delicious.
Can I do my wisdom save at the end of my turn?
Yes, you can.
Again,
Please,
good
Pinky.
call.
Okay, 16.
Is the spell DC?
Oh, shit!
Okay, Pinky is no longer charmed.
Oh, fuck! She, like, breaks out of... She's like, fuck!
The little iron crown that's rusted and red just shatters and flies all over the place.
Feels so bad.
Alright. I know you weren't yourself.
Fuck.
The thing is, that is herself.
Still grappled.
Yeah,
Don't
something,
drop
he
them.
just says, like, fuck, and then she says that something's in his head.
Okay, Eli, you're up.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna look at this thing and yell, I'm fucking tired of frogs! And cast Thorn Whip at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
It's a 22 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Jesus.
Alright, cool. That is 9 points of nature damage.
Piercing, I believe.
Piercing damage? I don't know. It is piercing damage. And
Okay.
it pulls the creature 10 feet closer to me.
Okay, it's already as close to you as it can be.
I thought you said it was 30 feet from me.
Oh, no, it teleported 30 feet to match the amount
Oh.
of space that you ran, so it's just 5 feet in front of you.
Well, fuck that. I'm not casting that at all. My bad. Alright.
Oh, okay.
I thought he
Cool.
said it was 30 feet away from me. Okay,
No, but I can make it. It had that much space if you
No.
want to do. If
No,
the
no,
narrative's
it's okay.
cool to you.
cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. We'll just wreck on that. I'm sorry. Fuck, now what do I want to do? I'm just gonna use my action to dash and then run past. I'll take an attack of opportunity and run past it, trying to get the hell out of here.
Hey, alrighty, it's going to target you, and it's going to show up. And as it says, what is it? Scrumptious. It's like in that word, just, it's gonna come down and bite at you. Let me get the bites going. And bite attack.
Does not hit.
16, no joy. Okay, so you run away 60 feet.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn? Any bonus action or anything?
No, I don't have any good bonus actions to use right here.
Okay. Alright, next up is Ash.
I'm gonna release Grapple. Since she's no longer hostile, and I guess we're going inside.
Yep, and I would say the psychic connection between Pinky and Eli is broken because of the Crown of Madness.
Okay, so I will just squeeze through here and head on in with Kevis. Sorry, Pinky.
All right.
No, I feel so bad. I
Like you needed a hug.
like I beat you guys up or something.
Didn't hurt me,
I'm
but-
sorry I hurt you. I need a hug.
I did.
That's I guess that's all I'm doing. Yeah, everything else is on the mental plane, right?
For the moment, yep.
For the
Ash, where'd your
moment,
token go?
I'm gonna right next to Kevis.
I meant on the other map. I lost it.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just pull in a new one. Okay, next up is Frog Boy. Everybody else is on the wings. Let's see, Pinky or Vega already got attacked. Okay, so Frog Demon. Little snap. And it's going to use its turn to teleport 60 feet.
Get the fuck out of here.
Its teleport is 60 feet long. But its run, I'll give you a hint, its run speed is not very good, so it has to teleport. Narratively, this time it's going to go for like a swipe to like scratch at you if you provoke an attack of opportunity. Alright, that's it. Alright, Elders, you're up.
Fuck.
Should somebody stay out here to watch Eli?
Darius is like, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll hang out with George.
Yeah, George, keep an eye on Eli. I go into the cave.
If George kills this frog, I'm done.
George killed Eli.
Pull Zarius and George out. Okay, so Moose is up next. Okay, cool. Zarius is out of the other map. Next up, Vega. You just got hits. Everybody seems to be going inside.
She kind of stumbles back a little bit and it's like shakes it off, and like, dang, that freaking hurt. And but she knows that we're going inside, so she's not gonna try to mend anything at this point, and follows to go inside.
Sounds good. You go inside as well. Then I'm just gonna bring Pinky up on the rear here and put everybody in the cave except for Eli. And I'm gonna share my screen. Oops, that was the wrong button.
Thanks.
So, back up to the top. Actually, it's Kevis's turn at this point.
Question for you, Morgan. You're sharing the screen. Is that the map that I'm on?
Oh yeah, let me activate it. I'm sharing it for Eli, who is not on the map.
Okay. Kevis is on where the compass is telling him.
Okay. I misspoke when I said 30 feet. It was more like X amount of feet into the cave. You knew where it was. Okay, so yeah, it continues to point you middle of the lake, and it tips down a little bit.
So the path
And you
where
can
came
sense-
from originally.
No. It tips down. It like points to the center of the lake, and then tips down.
So it's under the water.
Maybe.
Great. Kevis and water are great together.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Shit, I can make it.
I have control of my token.
Maybe. Yeah, you should. Here, let me scoot you over. How about now? Maybe give it a refresh.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Kevis.
Question for you, Morgan. The whole walk is 35 feet, which gets him right here. I hate that. Is this land that you can stand on?
Oh, that is, well, kind of. You would have to kind of hug it. It is
Okay.
a stalagmite that goes up to the top of the ceiling.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a curvy slope to it.
So
Kevis, you know this thing is right here, 20 feet down under the water.
and turn to ash. You can breathe underwater, right?
Pop my thing. Yep.
I'll point out. where I
What's
know
that look
is.
like for a new player, Ash?
Oh, it's just basically like a fucking Darth Vader helmet, I guess you could call it. I think there's a picture somewhere. Let me find one.
Okay, well, he's finding that. Kevis, what you up to?
So I'll point out where that is. Eli has the freaking bubble. Damn it.
Yeah, of course. I don't...
Just tell Ash whatever is causing whatever is happening out there is about 20 feet down there.
Let's get it.
All right.
Kevis is going to. I don't want to dive in there. Kevis isn't going to go in until everyone else does.
Okay, so Kevis is holding.
There's a photo
Yeah.
of it.
I guess that's the best thing I can do. So I guess does that work? Say I'm gonna hold my action to go in till they do.
You can save your movement.
You can hold your action in order to dash, and use your reaction to use your movement speed. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'm not going alone,
Okay.
so
Look at Kevis learning.
water's not nice to Kevis.
Okay, Pinky, you are released. You are feeling guilty. You are in the cave.
I'm so sorry. She flies after everybody. Can I just get a piggyback ride from her? I'll just be on her shoulders and hug her head.
That's fine. That's fine.
She comes over. I'm so sorry. And she literally just lays down in your head and hugs you.
like a toddler who's getting a piggyback. Her arms just wrap around your head.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Vega doesn't get angry or upset very easily, and so she just kind of gives her a pat and says it's fine, it's okay, and she just continues to go forward. And
All right.
I'll just
Okay.
yeah. I'll just
And Let's see here. I'm just gonna real quick delete and pull Vega back in. Okay, Vega, when you took that psychic damage, please remove it from your character sheet inside of Forge. You can modify your health up in the top right by doing like a minus 11 points, and it'll subtract from your overall HP.
I go to my hit points.
Yep, hit point section. And you can type your new, you can either just like flat out type your new value, or you can just tell it minus 11, and it'll do the math for you if you want.
I do that.
You click into the box on the left that says the 38, which is the 38, the numerator, and just do minus 11 right there, and it'll do it for you. Okay. So Pinky, you're just hitchhiking.
Yeah, I'm just hitchhiking.
All right. Eli, you are up next.
Yep. Yeah.
This thing followed you.
Can I see a way out? Like, is there like a light at the end of the tunnel?
At the moment, it is like labyrinthine, like endless tunnel down both directions. Single passage.
Hmm.
And as you're running, just kind of narratively, there are different scenes of things that you've been through in your life.
Cool. Trying to figure out something. I mean, Eli's fucking running out of ideas. I can't keep running from this thing if it can do that. So I'm gonna turn around and cast Inflict Wounds on it again.
Okay, go for it.
Yep. Which is a 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
Okay. And what the fuck is it? It is 40-10.
Nice.
No, I mean, I freaking had to figure that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is a total of 33 points of necrotic damage.
Hey, that was almost a perfect roll. That is awesome. Yeah, you hit it and just... You see it just kind of crackle across its body like black lightning, and then each piece is just kind of like starts to slough as it deals damage.
And then as a bonus action, I'll cast Spiritual Weapon on it.
Okay. Cool. I'm just kind of keeping mental track of that. Go ahead and roll your attack with Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah, it'll just come up like right next to me with it. It won't be like on the other side of it or anything. It'll just be right next to me. 21 to hit.
21 to hit does hit.
Cool. And that is 7 points of some type of damage.
Force damage.
Bludgeoning. Yes, force damage.
Force damage. Okay. Gotcha.
And that's my turn.
That is your turn. Nice. Okay, next up is Ash.
Guess we're going in. How far ahead? Let's see. So I'm going here.
Just for reference, Morgan, you said it was like right here.
For Kevis's know-how, it is, oops, right here.
Let's see, that's where he would have pointed.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty far, And I can't see it from here?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Well, actually, as you roll up on it, give me a perception check.
Can I assist him by pointing it out?
You are assisting him.
16.
Okay. You point it out and you don't see anything necessarily.
All right. I'll take my dash action and I'm just gonna get even with Kevis here and maybe just ahead of him and start looking for it.
Okay, sounds
That'll
good.
be my turn. I do want to use my defensive field.
Okay, to give yourself temporary HP.
Yep.
Alrighty. Next up, the frog's gonna have his go. Okay, and it's going to go for its 2 attacks against Eli. One with its claws and one with its bite. Oh, that is a terrible roll. That is 12. And then the bite coming in at a 24.
That does it.
Okay. The claws just kind of go wide. Eli just ducking and just, and it kind of like leans over, almost like while hugging itself in your ducked position, and comes down on your shoulder. Oops, I already did the attacks. Let me do the damage here.
18.
That is 18. I rolled max on my piercing damage.
Nice.
So that is... Hold up.
It says, yeah, 2 different types of piercing damage.
It claims piercing damage. Oh, that's not right at all. Oh, and then it's supposed to be, in addition, 6 more points of psychic damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, that is its turn. Okay, and then next up is Moose.
This is going to move forward when he unselects the measurement tool. We can get to about here. And I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to dash forward a little bit.
Okay.
How are we gonna fight this thing in the water?
Maybe once we hit it with something, it'll come up to the surface?
I will just hold right there. I use my action to dash, so
Working with it.
And,
triggered my thing.
What? Say again?
Would that have triggered Kevis to go in? Because he's waiting till people got up.
Yeah, sure, you can use your movement speed. And, Ash, as you are looking over there, there's kind of a cloud of black that begins to form right about above where Kevis is pointing.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so go ahead, Kevis. Next up, Vega.
Alright. So, do I need to make like an action move to get further into the cave down here?
So on your turn, you have several different resources. You have your movement action, you have your bonus action, and interaction. Interaction is just like quick conversation stuff. So you have your movement speed just from the base of it, and your movement speed is 30.
Okay. So that should get me into the cave where we can see this black cloud, right?
One of these hexes is a 5-foot square, so you can travel 6 of those. And if you want to move further, you can spend your action to double your movement speed. It's called a dash.
Do that. And since Pinky is on my back, can I take her with me?
Pinky's a small creature. She doesn't really take up much weight.
Alright. right. So, let me see here. So I use my action to try to do my dash.
Which
All
means
right.
you get 60 feet of movement. There you go. And also, when you're using that measurement tool that you have for so right now in the very upper left of your screen, you should have like a little person icon and like a little box icon. That box icon is the selector. If you go down 2 of those, it says measure distance. You can click on that, and it'll show you how far you can go, or what the distance is.
Okay.
You click where you're at, then pull it down. There you go. And if you ever need to like pivot and change directions, you just hold down the control button and then click, and that'll make an anchor point, and you can reposition from there.
We can go 60 feet, so I'm gonna position us like right here. Oh,
Yeah, you can do that. If you control and click it, it'll stay there. And then hit the spacebar. Woohoo! And people will come with. Okay, and as you get up here, give me a quick perception check, Vega.
okay. Do that by perception check. Sorry, how do we do that again?
Open your character sheet up,
Okay.
and then on the left-hand side, there's all the different skills that you have. One of them is called perception. You just click on the word, and
Normal.
this one is at disadvantage because you're trying to see something through water.
Okay.
Okay, no good. Neither of those would have been strong enough because they're both the same. You're not really sure. You kind of see like this inky cloud, but that's about it. Also, in your character sheet, make sure to drop one of your bardic inspirations down because you used one of them earlier. Where you see 4/4. Same thing, you could just modify that the same way you did with your HP.
Does it matter which side? What's the difference between SR and LR?
That's
Those are different things. The left-hand side is the numerator, so you want to reduce that one. The right-hand side never changes. Okay. So yeah, the right-hand side can go back up to 4. Yep, perfect. All right. After Vega, George, still hissing at Eli. Zarius, watching George hiss at Eli. Kevis, you are up next.
Summon beast.
Okay, Kevis, as you dip down under the water, you see this thing. You see this thing like appear physically for a moment, and then disappear invisibly. But it doesn't matter, you can see right through it. You know exactly where this thing is. It's right there. And you see this frog demon. This is the first time that Kevis has seen it. Although I'll put up the artwork again. You see, like, one of its eyes is like rolled back in its head. And you don't see a pupil. The other one is like focused on you and like registers that you've come for it.
Yeah, so summon beast in the form of a crocodile.
Okay. Crocodile. Do I have a crocodile? I don't think so.
I think I sent you a picture, but it was just basic. But for narrative, it looks similar to like the Fey-looking wolf, like the leaves. The leaves
There's a
and
bunch
stuff.
of crocodiles in that city.
Yeah. Ideally, I'm just trying to make it look like if when the group sees it, they would realize, hey, this is Kevis's.
Yeah. There's a
It might
lot
have
of
been an
good
alligator.
versions. There's a lot of good versions of these. I'll throw one into the chat. I don't remember what you sent me, Kevis, so if you will send me another one of those, or if you like that one, I will make a token out of it in a bit.
Say that one's cool.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
Okay, so Summon Beast shows up, has a swim speed, can breathe underwater, all that jazz.
oh my gosh. Give it the command while pointing out exactly where this invisible beast is to tell him to just go and attack right there. That is our target. And then as he swims forward, Kevis is going forward as well.
Okay, so the wolf is going to go after you, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is your turn. You do have to swim 20 feet down, or 15 feet down to reach this thing, but with your 35 movement speed, you are able to do so.
Okay. Then
Okay, so you get up to it. So you are now, I'll call it 15 feet down.
yeah, that's all I can do. I can't hit because I use my action to summon.
It looks up at you, and there's this like blackened kind of star pattern coming up from this thing's chest. You've seen this spell before. It's probably Eli's. And you see it like lock eye onto you. Hey, another delicious one. And as it says that, Eli, you hear it say those same words in your mind. Okay. And Kevis, as you and the dog jump in here, there is this incredibly menacing aura that vibrates from kind of your right-hand side as a 30-foot cone goes out, and I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw, you and your dog.
Is this a charm?
You and your little dog too. What?
Is this a charm?
Nope, this is fear.
I have wisdom.
Wisdom, yes.
24.
24. On point with the narrative, you are completely fine. How about the pup?
He's not.
Okay, the crocodile is terrified all of a sudden. And to Kevis only, he sees another one of these frogs next to him who's holding a spell because you could sense that you guys were coming down. And the wolf is afeared. Or the crocodile is afeared. And it is now its turn.
Here
So
it
it cannot-
is. It has to get away from the target that casted it.
It cannot willingly get closer, so...
Terrified is when you run away.
Yep.
Fear is she can't get
Oh,
close.
yep. In this case, the fear spell causes terrified, which means
There
it
you go.
has to use its action to dash.
So if Kevis sees that, he's dropping the spell. He's dismissing it.
Oh, immediately. Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. All right. So
Hold
Poppers bounces, and your concentration is returned to you. The concentration from the frog drops as well because from the fear spell. Okay. Pinky, you are up next, and then we will wrap there, and we'll come back to this next time.
Oh, all right. Do I still have the light on my bow?
You
Yeah.
do. So let me add that back in there.
I'm like, I
Thank
can't
you
see
for-
anything. Gosh, is that thing?
Wait, what did I just do? Did I just make your token pink?
Hmm, I think I'm normal.
No, you should.
It's Oh, there.
Okay, I don't know why that didn't work the first time. I did the exact same thing. I just messed with the value. Okay, you are up, Pinky.
Alright, can she fly up 5 feet? 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25. And she'll go up 10 more, I think. Geometry is weird.
Yes, it is. Pinky, give me a perception check first of all, because you don't have perfect vision on this thing like Kevis does.
There's my perception. A 17.
17, okay. Versus this guy's just kind of general attempt to hide, and this is at, and actually, Pinky, give me, never mind, I will do its stealth check at advantage because it is invisible to everybody else. So that is a 21. Pinky, you do not know where this thing is, but you just know where Kevis is and that there's like kind of a dark cloud.
There's a dark cloud. Okay, right.
Let me change this thing to a black.
I don't want to hit Kevis on accident.
Go for it! What's the worst that can happen? You get a natural 1 and then you like stab Kevis.
Yeah, you know what? The worst can happen is I attack my allies a little bit more. You know, friendly fire seems to be Pinky's go-to at the moment.
Apparently.
Yeah. If I throw a dagger, is it at disadvantage?
It is a disadvantage, yes.
Alright.
That's because you can't see it, right?
Yeah, because she can't see it.
Oh, that's a multitude.
Oh my god.
Also, I don't know why. Ignore that crit thing. It's because I had to force a crit for that attack that I actually crit on outside.
Yeah, you throw the dagger and it just flies into the water, goes wide, no effect at all.
Let's try my bonus action dagger. $18?
Okay. 18 does hit. So go ahead and deal some damage.
And Kevis is next to it, so do I get my sneak?
You do.
$14 psychic.
Okay, 14 psychic damage. All right. As like the blade goes in, you hear and it is concentrating, so it does need to make a Constitution saving throw. Nope, and it drops its invisibility. It is still underwater, so it's hard for you guys to see it still, but it appears in totality to Kevis. Okay, and then we will roll back up to the top where the second frog gets to go next time. It had the highest initiative. It was just lying in wait. Okay, and we will start this off next time in the middle of battle.